What is the one thing that will haunt you for the rest of your life? Last October, I had to tell an employee of mine that she wasn't getting a promotion. I took a very tough love posture in delivering the news. 6 hours later, she'd killed herself. I do expect that to stick with me for the rest of time. It had been a long week, the kind where the air in the office felt tight, like everyone was holding their breath. October's light slanted cold and gray through the blinds, and with end-of-year evaluations looming, tensions were high. When Mark called her into his office, he had already rehearsed what he was going to say. He told himself it was necessary, not cruel, just honest. He believed in clarity, in high standards. That's how the company ran. That's how he ran. She sat across from him, back straight, eyes full of hope that she tried to bury beneath a professional mask. He didn't flinch. "You're not getting the promotion," he said, voice clipped. "And I want to be honest with you about why." He listed reasons: performance gaps, perception among peers, leadership readiness. He didn't sugarcoat. He didn't offer platitudes. She nodded the whole time, said, "I understand," with a quiet steadiness that felt, at the time, like maturity. He thought maybe she appreciated the directness. She left the office and didn't return to her desk. He assumed she needed space, maybe a walk. 6 hours later, the call came. She was gone. The days that followed passed in a blur. HR did what HR does. There were forms, a quiet memorial, grief counselors in the break room. Her name became a whisper, then a silence. But not for him. He remembered her smile, the way she stayed late without ever complaining, how she mentored the intern with real kindness. He remembered the way she looked at him across the desk that afternoon. Not angry, not defeated, but hollow. He thought about the words he chose. Not one of them had been intended to hurt, but intention didn't matter now. He'd built a wall around his leadership, bricked with toughness and accountability, and forgot that people could bleed when pressed against it. Years would pass. He would lead more people, give more feedback, still believe in honesty. But every October, the light would fall just the same, and he'd remember her name. He'd remember that some things can't be undone. And when he sat down with someone new, someone nervous and hopeful, he'd still be honest. But now he would pause, look them in the eye, make space for the weight of their silence. Because 6 hours can stretch across a lifetime, and some truths must be told with hands open, never closed.